What's up, guys? It is James Baney back for another season of The Bad Batch. Today I'm going to be talking about episodes 1 and 2, which both dropped at the same time on Disney+. So we're going to get started. This is going to be spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episodes, don't watch this video. But if you have, let's have a conversation about it, right? We're going to get started. First thing right off the bat is going to be, I wasn't as excited about these episodes. All right. No. Okay. Look. I love The Bad Batch. I love where this is. I love where it's going to go. I know it's going to be awesome, especially when I get to my second point. But the thing is these episodes were sort of expected to be a little bit of a like season beginning, like season premiere. Let's get started. Let's get things fired up. We always got spoiled with Rebels. It felt like every beginning to season was like huge. And for whatever reason, these just sort of felt like a mid-season couple of episodes, right? They're back-to-back, so that obviously ties together. But I don't know. I expected something a little bit bigger. It didn't really blow up. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that I am excited about, though, is that if you guys watch my video on Monday where I was talking about 5 hopes for the season, already we're kicking it off with one of these being, I think Rampart is going to be an awesome villain in this series. I was curious where they were going to go with Wilco, because it looked like they were maybe setting him up for something, but as you watch both episodes, you can clearly see that Captain Wilco is just supposed to be a character that you sort of learn more about more than the regular clone, and then they reveal that Rampart is the villain that we're looking for, and he's willing to kill anybody and falsify any reports and do whatever it takes to get ahead, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. So while I say that the first 2 episodes didn't quite feel like a season premiere, it did finish strong, knocking off already what I hope, the beginnings of what I hope is already one of my top 5 things that I was looking forward with this season. So I'm calling it a win. That being said, let's talk a little bit about some other details in the episode that I think were really cool. Obviously, it was really great to see AZ back and fine in SIDS. That's really cool. And we're getting more missions, especially this particular one that says, why don't we just cross this whole thing off? Like what, if you guys think you're free now, it's going to change in the near future. You need a big score, which obviously sets up the rest of the storyline as far as Omega wanting to be, not a burden on the crew and all that. But that's the way this is going to set up. And we get to meet a new character. Wanda Sykes, though. Okay, I honestly really don't even know anything about Wanda Sykes. I know her from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and she's obviously been in a ton of other shows, but she has a very, very, very distinct voice, and I've never really liked when she's chosen as a voice actor because it immediately makes me go, that's Wanda Sykes, and it just pulls me right out. So I don't know about that. I'll probably just get used to it, but even when she's in, like, Disney Junior shows and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Wanda Sykes, and it's killing me. She has a great voice, and she probably should be doing voice acting, but for me, it sticks out. So I was a little bit like, that's an odd choice, but okay, it's fine. Good for her. Now, what I really like seeing is some Count Dooku stuff, because for as long as I've been doing the Resistance broadcast, one of my earliest things I've said about Star Wars is that Count Dooku was sort of an untapped character. Now, granted, we've gotten a lot of stuff about him since, Disney bought it, and, they've been moving into stories. Obviously, we just got Tales of the Jedi, all sorts of stuff. But anytime you can tap into Sereno and like his whole situation around becoming a Jedi when he was really like this royalty and how that factors into how he sees politics, all that stuff I really get into, and especially with Tales of the Jedi, they did a really good job. And when it comes to this animation stuff, Clone Wars, Tales of the Jedi, Bad Batch, some of that stuff just kind of feels like it's all one. I mean, it's all Star Wars, but, sometimes animation does sort of feel like it's its own thing, different from live action. But Count Dooku has been an absolutely wonderful character as they explore him more. So when we're getting stuff in Bad Batch, we're going back to his castle, the spoils of war. How does he get that stuff? All that. I was absolutely loving it. That's good. Very happy with it. Now, one other thing I think is kind of funny is there's like the cargo ship. They're all in there. They're all stored. It's falling, right? And Tech is trying to avoid all the objects and stuff as things are moving around. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just saw Andor. This is how Nemec died. And I'm getting so scared. I'm like, they're not going to do that, obviously. And I there's no way they're going to kill off a character, especially in the same way they just killed him off in the live action, obviously. But I was like, it added an element of fear, concern, worry for the characters when I was thinking, if I hadn't seen Andor, I probably would have just thought, okay, they're falling. I hope they don't get crushed by something, but not really taking that into consideration. But seeing Andor really made me go, wow, they are in danger. So fun little addition in this episode. So really, that's all I have to say about these 2 episodes. Like I said before, there is a little bit of a mid-season feeling going on here. It wasn't too crazy right at the beginning, but Rampart really sealed it for me, and I'm excited about where this is going to go because we're going to get more characters that we got from season 1. We're going to get more characters that we've never met before ever in Star Wars. I'm very excited about where the season's going to go, but I am a little worried. Keep in mind, this could be the final season of the Bad Batch that we ever get. I don't know that. Cross your fingers that it's not going to happen, but you know how it goes. Sometimes we could just kind of look back at a certain specific segment of time and say, yeah, we got Bad Batch season 1 and 2. That was those characters' stories and all that. But if that ends up being the case, then here we are. We still have the opportunity to watch new episodes, and I'm excited for that. So get started season 2, or get excited because season 2 has started, and I'm going to be here every week talking about it. That is, every time new episodes come out, I'm going to be putting out a reaction, a review, a little bit of a discussion, and I want you guys to be leaving me comments and getting that discussion, talking about what we think is going to be happening next, because as I watch the new episodes, I'm going to be putting out these videos. So let's get the conversation going. So you can start by putting comments in this video, but also make sure you make sure you subscribe, because you don't want to miss the videos when they come out, right? Click bells, do all the things you need to do, but come back here every week after Bad Batch comes out, and I will be doing the Bad Batch reaction show. So until then, until next week, right? I've been James. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.